Yeah, people, you don't know anything going on DJ Community TV. We out here represent for Julian Sewell Vlogs. You don't know anything, go check her out for YouTube. Boom!
Hey, welcome. It's the girl Juliana Sewell Vlog. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys for being supportive, for watching my video. I really appreciate each and every person. To all my family, all my YouTube family and my YouTube friends, I thank you so much. I really appreciate each and every person. And guys, I want you all to continue to supporting me by watching my video, by commenting, by sharing. And if you are not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do so. Watch a video for at least 3 minutes before you hit that subscribe button, guys, and ensure that you turn on the notification bell, guys. Ensure that you turn on the bell so you'll be notified each and every time I post a video, guys. You never know what I will be coming up next, so you need to turn on the bell to be notified, guys. I am feeling so happy. Let me tell you, you don't have to need person to feel happy. Learn to create your own happiness. If you create your own happiness, then things will go well for you. Because I realize that person are depending on other person to let them feel happy. Hey, guess what? Self-love is the best love ever. It's the best remedy. When you get up in the morning, put a smile on your face. It doesn't matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter what the circumstance is. Ensure that you put God first, and I'm gonna keep on saying put God first in everything that you're doing, because guess what, at the end of the day, God will be there for you. God will take you through every situation that you're going through. It doesn't matter. Friends may fail you, family member may fail you, but guess what, God will never fail you. He promised that he will be there for you in the times of trouble. He will stand up and fight for you. So if you're feeling down and out, there's a scripture for everything. You can search your Bible, get to know God for yourself, guys. Get to know God for yourself so you can have a communication with him. And guys, I'm gonna say this to all the parents. If you're a parent, be a parent. There's a space and a time for everything. Yes, try to be friends with your kids, but put a limit, put a boundary, and how far that friendship should go. Because I realize that these kids nowadays, there's no behavior, there's no respect towards the parents, and so many times it's the parents' fault. They are the one who didn't set a boundary. There are certain things that you can communicate with your kids with, and there are certain things that it should not take place. I remember when I was growing up, my parents were so strict on me. I could even go to my next door neighbor house. I remember when I was growing up, and this is so funny. I even was talking about it the other day, and I said, I don't know how I did it, but there's a banking where I live. There's a banking, and I remember my parents said me that you can't go out, and you know what I did? I jumped that banking. And whenever I jump over the banking, guys, whenever I have kids, ensure that there is no special one. Even if you have a special one, let that stay in your mind and in your heart. They don't need to know it. And guys, as I was saying, when I jumped that banking, I didn't jump it properly. So my knee went up in my mouth and burst my mouth, and I couldn't turn back because I know that I wanted was to go and visit my cousin, and all I did was spit the blood out, and I continued my journey. But when I returned back, I saw that my parents was waiting for me, and yet I didn't go in the house same time. I try to do everything to get them distracted from realizing that I was there, that they even promised to beat me or anything like that. I climbed the ackee tree. There's an ackee tree in my yard, and I climbed that ackee tree and I waited in that ackee tree for a period of time until it was nightfall, guys. And when it became nightfall, I went inside the house. I take 2 pillows with me, and I went under the bed and I placed the pillows in front of me so that if they're gonna try to use anything to hit me, it wouldn't catch me. But as I started, you started to doze off because you want to sleep. You've been running up and down, you've been up and down and doing playing all sort of game with your kids, and it's so funny even looking back at it. And my dad is a person. My dad never in his entire life hit me. My dad, he will always promise, but but in the back of your mind, you never know when he will fulfill that promise. So I try my best to stay out of his sight. But soon as things may blow up the another day, you're trying not to go too close because you don't know if he's gonna pile up that beating and then give it to you at once. But thank God he never did that, and he became my best friend. I said my dad was my best friend. It's just that unfortunately that is not here with us anymore, but may his soul rest in peace. That man was a man of integrity. He didn't put up with any slackness, and I wish that majority of these parents that I see growing up kids nowadays, I wish if they could have been like my dad, because my dad he wasn't a person who put up with slackness. I remember when I was about 15 years old, just turned 15, and this young man liked me. He had a crush on me, guys. And me with my little bright self, by the time you see your friend do certain things, so you want to do the same thing where you see your friend. You see your friend have a boyfriend, so you want to have a boyfriend too. And lo and behold, I was there sitting down talking with this young man, and I don't know which one of my brother or sister went and told my dad that I was sitting down next to a young man talking to him down by the gate. But all I could hear was my dad water boots coming down. And I don't know, back in the days when they were walking, I don't know if it was because the shoes that they used to wear to work were so heavy or what it was, but I could hear and I know when it was him, because I am very keen on sound. I could identify a person by the sound or by the walking, and I heard the walking coming down, and I started looking around to see if it was really my dad coming. But when I spot him coming, guys, I get up and I start to run. I run past him and I went up by the house, and I climbed that ackee tree, and I said, me not get no lick. Lo and behold, guys, that young man just took off. I never see him from that. I never spoke to him from that, and it's years afterwards I saw him, and my dad said, you know what? You're going on a vacation. And my dad said that I was going to Kingston. But you know, when you grow up in the country and you're naive and all of these things, you don't know exactly what's going on. And I said, yes, ready summertime, ready for go spend holiday and all these things. And lo and behold, guys, my dad bought a ticket and sent me away. And to be honest, at first I enjoyed every moment. Even if I made a mistake in my life, that mistake teach me to be the person who I am today. Because if my dad did what he did, who knows what I would become today, or what could have happened to me. Because most of my friends, I see them with a lot of kids. There's nothing wrong with having a lot of kids, but when you're having kids, I think that when you're planning to have kids, make preparation for them. It doesn't make sense you're gonna bring a child in the world and in an unstable relationship, in an environment which is not stable or healthy for them. Because I believe in once you start having kids, whatever education or whatever you didn't have when you were growing up, you want your kids to grow up and have things that you never have. And you want to show them the love. And majority of these parents, they don't know how to show love to their kids, because guess what? They didn't get that love that they wanted when they were growing up. So the only love that they know how to show is tough love. And majority of these kids that you see with bad behavior, all they need is for someone to sit down and talk with them. But because the parents do not take that time out to reach out to them, they let that situation stay, and that situation continue to grow and manifest in something that they cannot control. Whenever you have a child, ensure your best that you spend time with your child. Get to know your child. Do not let somebody else grow your child, because you never know what they're going to instill in your child. When somebody else instills something in your child, that will definitely, if it's not good moral they're instilling in your child, that will definitely affect them. And most of these kids are just reaching out for their parents' attention, but they don't know the right way to seek that attention that they need. So they behave in a way that they should not behave, in a way that is not proper for a child. And I'm going to say this to all you young persons out there, male or female, whatever you do in life, ensure that you respect your parents. The Bible says you must honor your mother and your father, that your days may be long. And the majority of these kids, they don't have any manners. They don't have any manners. I don't know what's wrong, but back in the days, it wasn't like that. And when I say back in the days, I'm talking like the 2002 and all these things coming, and maybe from 87 coming up to 2002. But all these kids nowadays, it's so unfortunately that they believe that them and their parents are size, and it's totally wrong. But guys, to each his own. I just want to say I thank God for how my mother and my father has brought me up. Very respectful. No elderly person or anybody can say that, you know what, Juliana has disrespect me in any shape or form. Because if you to start an argument with me, I rather walk away than disrespect you. Not saying that I'm not feisty. I am. I am very feisty. I can be very feisty and I can be very calm, but that is not my nature to disrespect person. I give respect where respect is due. Guys, thank you so much for watching my video. This is a little part of my story of growing up, and also encouragement to young person and to parents. Be a motivator to somebody, guys. Ensure that if you see somebody who's going on the wrong path in life, try your best to guide them on the right path. Thank you guys for watching my video. Please remember to like the video, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell to be notified each and every time I post a video. Bye.